All right, so it's a lovely good evening, our dear viewers. Welcome to Ubuntu channel, and of course, this is Meet Your Leaders right here. Now, this is a program that gets to come every Wednesday from 2030. We sincerely apologize for bringing in the program a little bit late or late. This is due to some circumstances beyond our control. My name is Lansani Banda, and of course, this evening hosting this particular program with my co-host Chaza, who will be joining me in the studio right here. Of course, today we are talking about something of interest, especially kuli if a minute talking about komboni, talking about waste disposal, and of course, recycling of that waste disposal. Chaza, good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening, Lance, and thank you so much.
All right, it's good to have you. How is your Wednesday going, or how was it?
My Wednesday has been a combination of things hectic, tiredness, but not so bad.
Well, for me, Wednesdays are always nice because these are middle days in between hardworking days and days of laissez-faire. As you know, Thursday and Friday, these are days where somebody is happy because the weekend is getting upon us. And of course, this evening, joining us into the studio is a man that wears so many hats. And of course, it's a privilege and an honor to host him right here, getting to discuss more on our topic of discussion. This is Alfred Yotamy. Alfred, good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening, thank you, and good evening to all the viewers. Sincerely apologize for the technical circumstances.
Definitely, but anyway, we are still glad that despite the technical glitches, we still have you in the studio and we can get to have this particular chat.
Thank you, my pleasure.
All right, so quickly, let's get to have a profile of who Alfred is. From the look of things, you look like a very young man. Let's get to start from there. Who exactly is Alfred?
Okay, Alfred is a young man and so passionate about waste management, both in Alfred State. I completed school around 2010 at Solid High School. Later on, in came in Osaka and so passionate about the recycling business. Generally, we can say waste management. So I started this initiative, or rather this project, way back. Later on, after researching so many years of researching about waste management, then in 2020, when I, with other colleague of mine, I registered a company called District Investment, which deals with PET bottles, that's the water bottles, clear bottles, specifically. So, yeah, that's high. And some studies, I enjoyed reading books, and then I did some studies with Anderson University in Italy, which was online about entrepreneurship. Yeah, that's me.
All right, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, and thank you so much for that. Now, quickly, let's get to getting to understand this initiative that you started. That came about the issue of recycling. These plastic bottles, garbage, and everything that is around the waste disposal. You came up with this idea, and many a times that we see and hear of young men and women, moving about in different communities, shouting, Mabotoro, Tigura, Yamanzi, all this and that stuff. Tell us more about this project or this program.
Okay, basically, waste management is a very wide sector. There is what we call solid waste management. management of disposal starts with the change of mindset. People need to understand that this waste is money. There is what we call LDP and immunity and HDP. So much, lot of kind of solid waste. So when we talk of PET, we are talking of water bottles. When we talk of LDP, we are talking of drinks, yes drinks. Those are other categories. So there is plastics and there is PP, which is white plastic. So it's a very wide sector. So basically, when you look at our nation, we don't really this sector very serious. Otherwise, plastic bottles themselves take centuries for them to decompose now. And the only way we can get rid of the plastic bottles through recycling and the reuse and reduce, because there is these three policies we use into the recycling sector. So, also when you look at the progression of substitution recycling, initially 1% emits about 1.2 kg of waste a day. So when you multiply that with 2 million the population now being done, we're talking of 3 million plus the waste which are being getting every day. Henceforth, you move to a downside and then designated downside that could have with the same plastic bottles. One of the causes is causing the drainages. This threat we have in Chaza is attributed to the same factor of not taking care of waste plastic thing, because they tend to block the drainages, and so the drainage won't do what it's supposed to do. The water won't pass, So the only way is to engage our fellow youth to enter into the sector. Have the bottles, they do recycle. So basically, that's it. So my company, we have engaged youth and vulnerable men and women into the compound, whom we call the aggregators. We buy at one quarter 15 from them. Then we got a truck which transports that point to the factory where it's sorted out. Bring the products appeared separate and then we export Africa. So basically, most of this very huge sector when you go to Africa, Europe, because they're able even to make cure from it. So that's we are with the safety. So basically, that's when it comes to waste plastic bottles. Generally, to understand, in Lusaka we generate about 45,000 tons of the PET bottles. And when you look at the companies which are involved, there is only two companies, my company and the other Chinese company, doing these PET bottles. We were doing about 3%, all this percentage is finding itself in downside and drainages, So that's basically about itself. Solid waste management recycling.
All right. Now, pretty interesting. Like you have said, in Zambia, people have not yet realized the importance of recycling these water bottles or these plastic bottles, or neither have they even realized the importance of engaging in not only disposing them off in the rightful places, but also talking about how best we can make use of this in recycling them in another product or in some other product. Your company together with the other company, how are you dealing with these challenges, especially in making sure that the young people or the people in different communities know how to dispose of these bottles, not only in communities but also in business areas? Because in business areas, this is where you find people buying all sorts of plastic water bottles, and when they're done drinking their water, they just dispose the bottle anywhere. Hence, what you mentioned, the clogging of the drainages. How do you and your company, engage different people in seeing the need of better disposal of these plastic bottles?
Okay, thank you so much for this. Basically, what we are finding challenges is the supply is high, but to the demand where we're taking to South Africa, when you put in the cost of transport from here to South Africa, it's very huge. So we are learning office with government coming up with green economy ministry so that we're able to get on the machinery which we're able to start processing this into fibers which we are able to make from the same plastic bottles. But that needs huge funding. So the moment we have that plant being here in Zambia, will create the demand of the plastic bottle. Everyone will know there is money because everyone will be engaged, Second is we are working on the sensitization, especially to the compounds, because this is where most of the bottles are being generated. When you go to urban areas, there are waste management companies which collect their waste and transport it to Chunga dam site. But the compounds, they don't have the money to subscribe to those waste management companies, and the roads are bad, which force the tend to dispose the bottles in. So what we are telling them that you can make money out of this, and currently we have got about 100 groups in all the compounds which collect plastic bottles for us. And you can be surprised that one individual makes about 1,500 to 2,500. Because if you are saying...
That's per day?
Sorry?
Is that per day? Does somebody make that amount per day?
No, per week.
Oh, okay.
So, basically, the group of 5, they make 1 ton per day. So if we're talking of per week, 7 days, we're talking of the group of 5, we are making 7 tons a day.
Okay.
So,
okay.
multiply 7 by 1,500, we are talking of 10,500. So, the group of 5 per week, they collect 7 times, thinking about 10,500. So if you do 5 weeks, one individual per week is having about 2,100 much.
Okay. That is very amazing. But quickly, let me get to bring in my co-host, Chaza. He obviously also have at least 1 or 2 questions. And then also, I'm going to come back because I still have enough questions for you in terms of this business and waste disposal. Chaza.
Thank you so much, Lance, and it's an interesting topic indeed. Now, I would like to find out, because he told us there are different, kinds of, waste that is being disposed, and specifically they are dealing in plastic bottles. Now, I would like to find out how exactly you do this, provided that, the waste that is being disposed of is comprising a mixture of all kinds. Do you go to the dumping sites, or how exactly do you actually, do your undertaking?
Okay, thank you for the question. We have told our clients that we only deal with the clear bottles, that's PET bottles. Provided it's brown, because they talk of the Sprite drink for Coca-Cola. You know, of course, now they have started making the clear one. Provided any kind of color of bottle, so long as it's a PET bottle, that's what they collect. Even though you go to Chunga downstairs, we have got people who have collected PET bottles. And there's other Chinese who collect the HG and plastics and cans and LTP.
Okay, so you are specialized in a particular kind of, bottles. Considering that you have, knowledge, like you have explained, in terms of even these other types, because my interest is to see even other types of, solid waste being taken to use, maybe, fertilizer making and other kinds of, recycling. Have you approached any company in terms of such specialty, or do you have any other plans apart from this specific type of plastic that you are dealing in?
Okay, thank you also for that question. Basically, the challenge is only PET bottles. For me, there are a lot of Chinese who are into LGT and HT and plastics and cans. Because when you even look at the price, cans just locally is about 10 kwacha per kg. So you never find a cans in Osaka because the price at the high, it's on high demand where we sell to rather where they sell to just local here. So when you look at LTP also, it's about 5 kwacha. Plastics is about 6 kwacha. So the challenge for me, the PET bottles is the one which is low. Because technically, for you to set up a plan for PET bottles plus you create demand, huge funding. Just to melt the PET bottles, you need about 130 degrees Celsius of energy for it to melt down that speed. So it means a lot of investment to be pumped for you to set up the PET bottles. So, like you are saying, the challenge is, I'm saying the challenge is on the PET bottles.
So, these are technical terms that you are using. I would like you to break it down for me in terms of the distinctions. Which bottle is which bottle? Which plastic is which plastic? I think just break it down for me.
Okay. So when I talk of the PET, that's polyethylene terrified. That's the water bottle. The Coca-Cola bottle, that's the Coca-Cola disposable bottle, The Apple Savannah bottle, that's beer bottle, that's PET. So when I talk of HDB, I'm talking of Super Shake, my hero. So when I talk of LGP, I'm talking of the Yotamy. So when I talk of PP, it does plastic. It does this plastic for selling gifts. These plastics, the same plastics we use for groceries in ShopRite.
At least now,
right.
I have an idea of these things, but it needs a lot of sensitization, because we only know that bottles is just water bottles. That's it. Now, I would like also to find out your presence, because you say this just about, is it 3%, if I heard you right, of the collections that you are making. In which areas are you found in terms of collections of these, bottles?
Okay. Basically, we are in Shawama, Kanyama, Bowlen, Charleston, industrial area, Jamaica, and we have also partnered with all the more in Uganda, the cleaning companies there, so that they sort waste bottles.
That's really a good thing, and we hope that you are going to expand so that we can see, these things are getting to be reduced or utilized to the fullest. Lance, let me throw it back to you.
Thank you so much, Chaza. Really appreciate. Now, Alfred, let me get to come back to your company. So, your company is called Plastic Recycling Africa. What is the bigger picture here? Are you trying to tell us that your company is that big that it can operate in different countries and not only in Zambia?
There is a check investment decided. For now, we are just operating in Zambia and Sasa. There are some milestones we are putting in place so that we are able to expand that capacity. We'll be doing about 500 to 1,000 tons of flakes every month. But I was in other provinces, in Katumbaleta, Chingola, Kabombo, downside, I think how they are just holding off the so we need to expand it over those provinces also.
Lance, allow me to just ask him one question again. Okay. I would like to know the major challenge or challenges you are facing as a company, and what is it that you need as a solution to be provided as a company, so that we can see your company managing, waste to your expectation or your wish.
Okay. Basically, one challenge is the exporting. If those are aligned. So when you sell those things on the 10 truck, on the road 15 times, huge body this tonnage. So when you tend to transport that from Zambia to South Africa, you will tend to pay the same transport cost. So, like I'm saying, we are trying to get funding so that we're able to crush, instead of sending the loads the way they are, but we're able to start crushing them into flakes, which will enable us to send 30 tons of flakes into that truck, which we are putting in 115 tons. So basically, it's finances we need.
So far, this government has been providing, funding through CDF and other incentives. Have you tried any one of the platform, or what is your plan so far to actually see that there are people coming in and also the government to support you as a company?
We are pushing to the green corner of this sector. We are there. We believe that they are going to give us this is an economic reform commission, so that we are able to expand this business.
Thank you so much, Lance. You can please take it up from there.
All right. Thank you so much, Chaza. Now, Alfred, let me get to come back to, you have these people that you have contracted, the citizens of different communities that you have contracted to, pick these bottles for you from communities. Uh, what are you recycling these bottles into? Because now there's a growing tendency of we see these plastic bottles being picked or being collected, and then we have some companies mushrooming in these communities, making fake or counterfeit or maybe illegal whatever that they are making, using the same bottles that these people are collecting from the community. What is your company recycling these bottles into?
Okay, basically, we are doing the second stage of recycling. Like we are saying, it's a chain. Like I'm saying, that recycling is you recycle this same product to make it into another product. So the end product of the bottles is you make of the golf t-shirt from the same bottles which we get from Chigoria. So we haven't yet reached that stage. So for now we are just collecting and completing. So when you talk of those people and packaging and putting other things, that's illegal, That's illegal. The best way is the way we do, we collect, we crush those things. Because some bottles they put some chemicals there, so you can't wash it and you can't put other things.
So yours is to make a finished product out of this bottle, at least some nice jeans and t-shirts.
You're right.
Wow. I can't really wait, to see this to fruition, and maybe be the first one to put on this clothing being made out of, these bottles that have been collected from the community. Now, let's get to move ahead. So you mentioned that currently you are operating or doing most of the work from South Africa, because apparently in Zambia the machineries are not available. How stressful is this?
Sorry?
Okay, so I was saying that you mentioned to say that most of the operation, or the operation, you are carrying it in South Africa, because this is where the company is based, and where most of the operations are running from. How stressful is it on your shoulders, or for you, to ferry these bottles out of the country, and then get to do every other stuff?
Okay, thank you for the question. It's indeed very, very stressful. Uh, it's the paperwork, the you for this, because the permit you use the trip in Africa is not in Zambia. So the one company which you are in South Africa there is the one which need to do the permitting, and it's also because it's about track can take about, let me talk of 2 weeks is when you can have the money. For 3 days from Zambia to South Africa, and transaction of the money, it takes about 3 to 4 days. So we are talking of initially 1 week. And if you put in the weekend, it will go even for 7 days, working days. So that's how stressful it is. So like I'm saying, we are trying to work on so that we're able to start the processing and finish it in Zambia.
All right. So, how did the Ministry of Green Economy react to your proposal, or to what you presented to them? Do you think that there's something positive coming for you and for Zambia in terms of recycling?
Ah, this ministry, we have been following it up. I've been following it up. I started last year, December. following it up to now. Can you imagine? So you look at this project is a project which can be really taken seriously because we are really contributing to the climate change, and job creation is a sector which doesn't need skilled people to work in, and we are contributing to the tax, saying the company is paying tax, cross-border relations. There are so much things which we contribute to this, generally the environment and the company,
Whoa, have you maybe also tried to, make an application with the Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission, CEEC?
Yes, those are helpful. They are helpful. Yeah, they helpful. They gave us something which was a working capital. We are working towards that. They're able to give us huge funding, which will be able to get us proper machinery. Because that's the money we are looking for. The citizen economy, they don't go that far.
Okay. Well, Alfred. Okay, I didn't get what you said lastly.
Okay, so I'm saying citizen economic control, the CECs are very helpful. They gave us something which was working capital, but we are looking towards that they're able to give us huge funding. But according to the CEC, the money we are looking for, they can't provide because they huge sums of money. So we trying to work with them and the banks and trying to push the green economy, because green economy they have got that funding, but hopefully that something can come up with the green economy.
Well, Alfred, thank you so much for your time today. Time is not really our best ally. I still have more questions, but time seems to be cruising. If we can have you back again at some point, we can call you back and get an update, especially on the part of the Ministry of Green Economy, because these are your potential partners, and also just get a way forward on how the company is progressing. Thank you so much for this evening.
Hello.
Are you able to hear me, Alfred?
I was not.
Okay, I was saying that time is not really our best ally. We have to go, but be rest assured that we will definitely call you back so that we can get an update on how far the company is progressing, as well as also how far the ministry has gone, the Minister of Green Economy has gone in terms of engaging you as a partner in combating this issue of recycling and waste management. Thank you so much for this evening.
All right. Thank you so much for giving me this knowledge, and I look forward to the business which also needs journalists to be involved in, because we still have that mindset of not seeing plastic bottles as money. So we need to tune in how we view the waste industry generally. Thank you so much.
All right, we really appreciate, and Chaza, welcome back on video.
Thank you so much, Lance. Yeah.
Anyway, as we wind down, Chaza, before you come in and close, let's take special cognizance of Ruben Mulungu, who has been watching together with Chibonta Jule, Ezron Frankson Joseph, as well as Lawrence Mulungu, and everybody else that has been watching but did not manage to leave a comment or a question. Thank you so much to you. And Chaza, well, it's over to you as you're closing the program.
Thank you so much, Lance. I greatly appreciate, and the likes of our guests tonight. I think we need more of them and more time, and see how they can receive support, because what they are doing is a noble cause, and it will definitely get to help to actually, get rid of the problem that we have as regards waste management. It's been a great time. And on the program tonight, we've been hosting Alfred Yotamy, who's actually, dealing, his company dealing in waste management, and particularly they are specializing in recycling of plastic bottles. My name is Chaza right here, and my co-host was Lance Sani Banda. From myself, we greatly appreciate you people that have been following. From me and him, we are saying God bless you all, and do join us next time. Till then, we are out of here.